How's it going? All right, we got two of them filled up for tonight. We can try some live fills when we're done with that. Both filled on Facebook, both one boxers. I think we will jump right in. Let's get some randoms going. Shake up the bag. I like that angle. All right, first up we got Richard. Richard had Cincinnati and Detroit. Jacksonville and the Giants. Got 85 boxes in the series tonight. Brada, Miami, Cleveland. We'll be refilling before the next break, probably. Tom, San Francisco, Washington. Richard, Minnesota, Indy. Joseph, the Chargers, the Texans. Bill, Denver, Vegas. Steve, Chicago, the Rams. Bill, Buffalo, New England. What's up, Eric? I gotta get a new camera. Seems so out of focus. Oh, that's better. Joseph, Kansas City, Atlanta. Chris D, the Jets, Seahawks. Jonathan, Dallas, New Orleans. Johnny, Carolina, Tampa Bay. Jesse, Baltimore, Arizona. And Eric, you had Green Bay and Pittsburgh. You got Philly and Tennessee. Tennessee. All right, Richard, Cincinnati, Detroit, Jacksonville, and the Giants. Brada, Miami and Cleveland. Tom, San Fran and Washington. Richard, Minnesota and Indy. Joseph, Chargers and Texans. Bill, Denver and Vegas. Steve, Chicago and the Rams. Bill, Buffalo, New England. Joseph, Kansas City, Atlanta. Chris, Jets and Seahawks. Jonathan, Dallas and New Orleans. Johnny, Carolina and Tampa Bay. Jesse, Baltimore and Arizona. Eric, Green Bay, Pittsburgh, Philly, and Tennessee. Okay. All right, get our multiplier for the night. It is 26. That will be a 6. We have kicked ass with 6s here lately. So keep that going. Times 6. All right, this was the first break listed at, I think, 6. So 6 times on the random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lucky number 6. Box 55. Randomized 6 times. I don't know if box 55 is there. Box 55 is not there. We opened it the other night. Hit it one more time. Box 93. 93 is there. Box 93. All right, first box this evening is box number 93. Oh, empty underneath me. Good luck. Here we go. All right, first box. Colts. Richard. It's gonna be a camo. A little smudge there. I don't think it's anything. This guy is Beckett authenticated. It is a rep. And it's signed inside the horseshoe. Yeah, I love it. Love it. It's the big multi-time All-Pro. That is Quentin. He's amazing. Give him a real quarterback behind him. Gosh, I don't know if he can make more All-Pros than he has, but I don't know. The Colts keep looking for them middle-aged quarterbacks. I hope I'm on the radar for next year. Nice hit, Richard. Quentin Nelson, Indianapolis Colts. I think it's Nelson. Thought it was Nelson. Didn't have a box with that one. Thought it was Nelson. We know who we're talking about. Yeah, nice hit, Richard. Yeah, Brian, got that. Yeah, it's awesome. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but it is pretty sweet. All right, guys. Break number 2. Starting off with the camo. I like those linemen. I don't know. I don't get it. You know, on the pay scale, they are up there with everybody. Like, linemen get paid, but as far as the popularity, they just don't get any love. I don't get it. Oh, shit. Where'd it go? I've got most of everything that was from the Christmas break shipped. I still got a couple things I got to get out. Everything should go out on Tuesday. So if you won, your stuff will get there before too long. All right, guys, this one was the one listed at, I think, 7. I had 2 filled from Facebook. Shake them up. Let's see, we had Bang, Cincy, Philly, Jesse, Miami, Buffalo, Bill, Detroit, Indy, Eric, Dallas, Rams, Bill, Denver, Jacksonville, Joseph, Chargers, Houston, Tom, San Francisco, New Orleans, Joseph, the Jets, Seahawks, Chris Gale, Chicago, Arizona, Jonathan, Kansas City, Atlanta. Jared, Vegas. Tampa Bay. Richard, Minnesota and New England. Tennessee and the Giants. Al, Baltimore and Green Bay. Cleveland and Washington. And Joe Decker, Pittsburgh. Get you, Carolina. Okay, Vang, Cincy and Philly, Jesse, Miami and Buffalo, Bill, Detroit and Indy, Eric, Dallas and the Rams, Bill, Denver and Jacksonville, Joseph, Chargers and Texans, Tom, San Fran and New Orleans, Joseph, Jets and Seahawks, Chris Gale, Chicago, Arizona, Jonathan, Kansas City and Atlanta, Jared, Vegas and Tampa Bay, Richard, Minnesota, New England, Tennessee and the Giants, Al, Baltimore, Green Bay, Cleveland, Washington, and Joe, Pittsburgh and Carolina. All right, find us a box. Okay, 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 27. Box 27. And I randomized that list 6 times. Box 27. Did we open 27? Nope, there it is. '27 been there for a little while. At least the box has. Obviously, I reuse the boxes. You guys are get helmets for me and a multitude of different types of boxes. So. Box 27. No trades. Good luck. Started out with a camo Quentin Nelson. See if we can keep her going. Chicago Flash. Is that what you're looking for? Hopefully. This one has been there for a while. It's the Jets. Oh, shit. Battery going good. New York Jets. Radkey authenticated. It's a rep. I think that's in the bag. New York Jets number 57 going to Joseph. Yep, that's Bart Scott. Bart Scott, New York Jets. Nice hit, Joseph. All right, that's Bart Scott, Quentin Nelson. And we can try a live filler too if y'all want to. Let me get it typed in. There it is. All right, so that last one was Bart Scott for Joseph, and we had Quentin Nelson for Richard. Okay, we got Chris Gale, Cincinnati. Sadiq, late on Cincinnati. Eric, Dallas. Richard, late on Cincinnati. Dave, Miami. Steve Dew, Denver. Joseph, Chargers. Let's see. Al, Minnesota. Sadiq, Kansas City. Brada, late on Miami. Al, Green Bay. Chris Gale, Bears. Sadiq, Carolina. Shit. Sadiq, there it is. Richard, Detroit. Where's Detroit? Sadiq, late on Chicago. CB, Buffalo. What's up, Sadiq? Brian, Pittsburgh. Sadiq, Baltimore. You want Cam? Oh, yeah, Cam is in there. All right, guys, 2 spots left. San Francisco's got the Matt White, Joe Montana. Arizona got Kyler, anyone Dallas. Kyler and Kurt Warner in Arizona. DK is in Seattle. LT in the Giants. Al, San Francisco. Let's see. Mac Jones is in New England. Vegas has a Jason Witten Hydro Dip. The dual signed Breeze and Kamara still in there. I put a Derrick Henry in here. Never remember Tampa Bay. Atlanta's got Dion and Bill Goldberg. Jacksonville still got Tony Baselli. Don't remember Houston. I think there's an Andre Johnson. Philly's got Jalen Hurts. Rams, I don't remember. The Browns, I think they're still Deshaun. Chris, Vegas, that fills us. That gets it. All right. 3, 6, 9, 12, 16 in the bag. Let's see what we got. Chris, Cincinnati. Tampa Bay. Eric, Dallas. New Orleans. Dave, Miami. Seattle. Steve, Denver. Cleveland. Joseph, Chargers. Falcons. Al, Minnesota. Philly. Sadiq, Kansas City. New England. Al, Green Bay. Giants. Chris, Chicago. The Jets. Huh. Jets made it to a random. Sadiq, Carolina, Tennessee. Richard, Detroit. Indy, yeah, that dual sign Saints is awesome. CB, Buffalo, Washington. Brian, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville. Sadiq, Baltimore, Houston. I think there's a, can't think of his name. The first overall pick, I think, for Jacksonville. I think he's still in there. Al, Trayvon Walker. Al, San Francisco, Arizona. And Chris, Vegas, LA. What's up, Chris? Nah, don't have a Trevor Lawrence in there right now. Shit, what was that last one I pulled? The Rams? I think it was the Rams. Okay. Rams, okay. All right, perfect, Chris. I appreciate it. All right, out of the bag, it was Chris G, Cincy and Tampa Bay, Eric, Dallas, New Orleans, Dave, Miami, Seattle, Steve, Denver and Cleveland, Joseph, Chargers and Atlanta, Al, Minnesota, Philly, Sadiq, Kansas City, New England, Al, Green Bay and the Giants, Chris, Chicago and the Jets, Sadiq, Carolina, Tennessee, Richard, Detroit and Indy, CB, Buffalo and Washington, Brian, Pittsburgh and Jacksonville, Sadiq, Baltimore and Houston, Al, San Fran, Arizona, and Chris, Vegas and the Rams. Yeah, Chris, there is a Mac Jones in there. Arizona for Seattle. So Al is getting Seattle. And Dave getting Arizona. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, Brian, you did get that Trevor Lawrence. I don't have a Franco Harris. Honestly, the next Franco Harris I get will probably be a keeper for me. Didn't buy one for my PC before he passed away, and they got hard to get. Overnight, those things got much, much harder to get. All right, here we go. 6 times for the random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Box 22. Randomized 6 times. I'm going to list one more. Numbers are falling a little bit. Might not get filled, but we're going to try it. Box 22. An Aaron Jones box, huh? Guess I would have thought the first 22 that comes into my mind is probably maybe Emmett. I don't know. Kuechly? Is that what you're... I got you. All right, let's find out. Had the one trade. Okay. I see. I didn't know his number. I'm terrible about numbers on players. Some I know, like, 56, 92, numbers like that. Just hoping for Aaron Jones. I got you. Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals. Player and Beckett certified. I think it's player. Yep. Have to check that. Worst team in the AFC. Most overrated. And boom. Yep. Earpiece moved in there. It's in the bag. I'm going to leave it in there, Chris. Chris Gale. Gotta love him. It's pretty freaking good. Look better if he was on Pittsburgh's team. Jamar Chase. Aaron Rodgers autographed to 15. Nice hit, Brian. Chris Gale. Jamar Chase. Nice hit. We will try one more. Like I said, not sure it'll fill. Don't send until this one fills, but we'll give it a shot. Never hurts to try. There it is. If you want in, hop in. Okay, what do we got here? Okay. All right, Chris, Cincinnati. Don't think Chris was chasing Jamar. Eric, Dallas. Sadiq laid on Cincy. Al, Arizona. Minnesota. My bad. Big difference. I was looking at that Arizona helmet laying right there. Dave, Miami. Richard, laid on Miami. Joseph, Chargers. Steve, Denver. Brada, laid on Miami. Sadiq, Chicago. Chris, laid on Miami. Richard, Detroit. Richard, Detroit. Al, Green Bay. Sadiq, Carolina. Chris, laid on Chicago. Brian, Pittsburgh. Sadiq, Kansas City. I think it'll fill, guys. You can go ahead and send. Al, San Francisco. Richard just laid on San Francisco. Johnny laid on San Francisco. Chris Gale, Jets. Joel, New Orleans. Yeah, this one's filled, guys. And Johnny, Vegas. That fills it. Brian, I think I already had you for Pittsburgh, didn't I? Yeah, Brian, I already had you for Pittsburgh. Richard. Richard, New England, and Sadiq, Baltimore were late. All right, get some. Just picked them. I think he picked them for the Montana. Montana's pretty sweet. 6, 9. Oh, I forgot to pull a team. I didn't pull Vegas there. 3, 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 16. Okay. Let me make sure, Johnny. No, I'm showing Al above you, Johnny. If you hit refresh or switch your chat to live chat, it should show it. It's that stupid thing that they, yeah, Richard, I say that for luck. If I say it might not fill, it's like everybody's like, yeah, screw him, we'll show him. All right, we got Chris, Cincinnati, Seattle, Eric, Dallas, Tampa Bay. Yeah, it's filled, Chris. We'll probably try another one. Heck with it. Al, Minnesota, Jacksonville, Dave, Miami, New England, Joseph, Chargers, Browns, Steve, Denver, Arizona, Sadiq, Chicago, Buffalo, Richard, Detroit, Tennessee. Yeah, that Jamar Chase is pretty nice. Al, Green Bay, Atlanta, Sadiq, Carolina, Houston. Yeah, he's got a very consistent autograph. Brian, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. Jeez, Brian. Baltimore with Pittsburgh. Sadiq, Kansas City, Rams. Al, San Francisco, Giants. Chris, Jets, Commanders. Joel, New Orleans, Indy. And Johnny, Vegas, Philly. Okay, I've got Chris, Cincy and Seattle, Eric, Dallas, Tampa Bay, Al, Minnesota, Jacksonville, Dave, Miami and New England, Joseph, Chargers and Browns, Steve, Denver, Arizona, Sadiq, Chicago, Buffalo, Richard, Detroit, Tennessee, Al, Green Bay and Atlanta, Sadiq, Carolina and Houston, Brian, Pittsburgh and Baltimore, Sadiq, Kansas City and the Rams, Al, San Francisco and the Giants, Chris, Jets and Commanders, Joel, New Orleans and Indy, and Johnny, Vegas and Philly. Oh, Chris is calling for Giants or Packers. Joel's got Indy for trade. Brian's calling for Cam Hayward. All right. I am not sure if I'm going to do a break on Sunday night or not. I guess it depends how much fun I have on Saturday night. 1, 2. Oh, fuck. There it is. 3. I don't know, Sadiq. We'll keep going until we don't fill one. We'll at least do one, try one more. There's 5. And number 6. Box 12. Randomize that list 6 times. Every time I say like box 12, I think of Independence Day. I feel like Randy Quaid. All right. Number 12. September. All right, guys. Box number 12. Did we get any trades? Nope. Okay. Box number 12. Got to be old. I don't know. It's got bigger writing. I can tell by the size of the, we'll call it font on the box. All right, guys, good luck. And I've been putting them back in numerical order a whole lot more, so we never know where the big ones are. Atlanta Eclipse. Al. Beckett authenticated. It is a rep. Sure you know that one. You can tell a Dion. Definitely. Dion with the red ink on the Eclipse. Love it. Deion Sanders, Atlanta Falcons Eclipse. Nice hit. That gives us Bart Scott, Quentin Nelson, Jamar Chase. Saw the end of the S. I can't read it, but man, I can tell it too. Nice hit. I love Deion. Neon Deion. Got more nicknames than anybody ever seen. All right, guys, we'll try one more. Just like last time, don't send until she fills. Some good hits so far. The camo Quentin Nelson, Bart Scott on the Jets, Jamar Chase, Bengals, and the Eclipse Deion. Okay, let's see what we got. To the top. Chris, Miami. Chris B. Richard, Lato, Miami. Sadiq, Cincinnati. Cincy, Miami, Cincy. Al, Minnesota. Chris Scale, Lato, Miami. Richard, San Francisco. Eric, Dallas. Chris, Pittsburgh. Chris B, Pittsburgh. Brada, Lato, Miami. Sadiq, Chicago. Al, Green Bay. Sadiq, Carolina. Richard, Detroit. Sadiq, Kansas City. KC Brada, Vegas. Chris Gale, late on Chicago. Joseph, Chargers. It's going to fill, guys. You can go ahead and see him. My paranoia was kicking in. Chris Gale, Jets. Oh, I lost it. Chris Gale, Jets. Brian, New Orleans. New Orleans. Chris Gale, late on Carolina. Sent cash out. Appreciate it, Chris. CB, Eagles. That'll fill us. So that puts Sadiq a little late. I wish I could own a team like in the break. That would be awesome. 14, 16. With my internet, when I get in a break, I just have to, I've been like waiting to see what's left. I've been doing pretty well like that. Call permanent dibs. There you go. When I was a kid, I tried all-time shotgun, and I'll tell you right now, that doesn't work. All right, we got Chris B, Miami. Jacksonville. Sadiq, Cincinnati. Indy. Al, Minnesota. Tennessee. Richard, San Francisco. Arizona. Yeah, the Mahomes, that's fun to hit. I hit a Mahomes one time. Eric, Dallas. Washington. Yeah, Sadiq, there should be a Taylor in there. Chris, Pittsburgh. New England. Sadiq, Chicago. Buffalo. Al, Green Bay. Giants. Sadiq, Carolina. Denver. Richard, Detroit. Houston. Sadiq, Kansas City. Atlanta. Brada, Vegas. Baltimore. Joseph, Chargers. Browns. Chris Gale, Jets. Seahawks. Brian, New Orleans. Rams. And CB, Philly. Tampa Bay. What the fuck? Damn. All right, we got Chris B, Miami and Jacksonville, Sadiq, Cincy and Indy, Al, Minnesota, Tennessee, Richard, San Fran and Arizona, Eric, Dallas and Washington, Chris, Pittsburgh and New England, Sadiq, Chicago, Buffalo, Al, Green Bay and the Giants, Sadiq, Carolina and Denver, Richard, Detroit, Houston, Sadiq, Kansas City, Atlanta, Brada, Vegas and Baltimore, Joseph, Chargers and Browns, Chris G, Jets and Seahawks, Brian, New Orleans and the Rams, CB, Philly and Tampa Bay. All right, guys, if we make a trade, let me know. Oh, my battery's going dead. This might be the last one. All right, guys, 6 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Box number 43. Randomize that list 6 times. Box 43. We have that. There she is. Shit, I don't have a charger down here for this one. Yeah, we might have enough power to do one more random. I don't think it's going to last too much longer. Once that battery starts going dead, she's dead. Let's see. Pittsburgh, no thanks. I'll trade. All right, I don't see any response to trade. All right, guys, good luck. Box 43. Here we go. The Ram. Got an earpiece in the bag. Another camo. Beckett authenticated. It is a rep, and that earpiece is in the bag. I'm going to leave it in there for you. Hall of Fame 20. Oh, this one is Brian. Sadiq. Of course, it was yours last round. That's a reoccurring theme. I like that helmet too. That's a nice helmet. I think the Rams are my favorite camo. I like the way the horn works on there. Isaac Bruce. On the camo. That's 2 camos tonight. Coming up, camo. Yeah, nice hit, Brian. Isaac Bruce. And we will try one more. This will be the last one because I'm going to lose my iPad. There it is. If you want in, hop in. And 16. This one might not fill, guys, so do not send. Going a little slow. We got Sadiq, Carolina. Chris B, Miami. Sadiq, Cincinnati. Brian, Pittsburgh. Sadiq, Kansas City. Eric, Dallas. Chris Gale, Chicago. Chris Gale, Chicago. Sadiq laid on Chicago. Richard, Detroit. Richard, Detroit. Sadiq, Baltimore. What the hell is it? Baltimore. Richard, San Francisco. I'd trade the Dion for it if you'd rather have Falcons and Clutch. British yet. Joseph, Chargers. We're getting close. Chargers. Brada, Vegas. Mario Kart time? Yeah, you can't beat Mario Kart time, Al. Good luck. Those kids always kick my ass. All right, Chris. Chris, I think you're good. We're at 13. It'll fill. Dave, New Orleans. Al, Green Bay and Minnesota. Mario can wait. All right, we got one spot left. Let me get Green Bay, Minnesota out of there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. I don't blame you. We got Philly's got a Jalen Hurts in it, which I'll show you the big hits. New York's got an LT. Atlanta's got a Bill Goldberg. Denver's got a John Elway authentic. CB, Eagles, that fills us. Appreciate it, Chris. Randy Moss, man, that's worth a lot. It's putting cold in your stockings. $14 and $16. Did I set the Eagles out? Idiot. There are the Eagles. 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Not 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11. God dang, I can't count. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I got 17 showing. Ugh! Put an extra team out there. Philly, Minnesota. Trying to go quickly. Green Bay, New Orleans, Vegas, Chargers, San Fran, Baltimore, Detroit, Chicago, Dallas, KC, Pittsburgh, Cincy, Miami, Carolina. Denver didn't get picked. How did it get out there? All right. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully it didn't shut my Venmo off. I'm knock on wood, I've had pretty good luck with nothing getting shut off as far as my payment stuff. Sadiq, Carolina, Indy. Chris B, Miami. Buffalo. Trying to hurry so my iPad will be on. Sadiq, Cincy, Cleveland. Sadiq, you got Ohio covered. Brian, Pittsburgh. Seattle. Sadiq, Kansas City. Jets. Eric, Dallas. Giants. Chris Gale, Chicago. Jacksonville. Richard, Detroit. Tennessee. Sadiq, Baltimore. Denver. Richard, San Francisco Rams. Joseph, Chargers. Houston. Brada, Vegas. Atlanta. Well, I did just put a Derrick Henry in there. Richard. Dave, New Orleans. Tampa Bay. Al, Green Bay and Minnesota. New England, Arizona. And CB, Philly. Washington. That gives us Sadiq, Carolina and Indy. Chris B, Miami and Buffalo. Sadiq, Cincy and Cleveland. Brian, Pittsburgh, Seattle. Sadiq, Kansas City and the Jets. Eric, Dallas and the Giants. Chris G, Chicago and Jacksonville. Richard, Detroit, Tennessee. Sadiq, Baltimore, Denver. Richard, San Fran and the Rams. Joseph, Chargers and Texans. Brada, Vegas and Atlanta. Dave, New Orleans and Tampa Bay. Al, Green Bay, Minnesota. New England and Arizona. And CB, Philly. And the last team I pulled out, I forgot, but we'll know. Anybody remember what that last random I pulled was? I didn't write it down. It'll be pretty obvious if it comes out. Washington. That's right. Appreciate it. All right. Let's hope we can get through 6 on this real quick. Won't be like the Christmas break where it just shuts off, gives me the big FU. Yeah, I think it was Washington. Once he said that, I'm pretty sure it was right. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. Box 54. I'll randomize the list 6 times. 54. 54 is there. That's 54. Get that thing shut off. Box 54, last box of the night. Let's go. All right, and I'm pretty sure I'll be back on Sunday. If something happens where I don't have my plans fall through, we could be back on tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if anybody wants to spend New Year's with me breaking, but we might try it. All right, good luck, guys. This one will be our last one. Can't see it. Oh, that's pretty. Cardinals. Arizona. Al. Might be worth the cola in the stocking. Yeah, I appreciate that. That is the flat black. I can't remember who had the flat black. Oh. Beckett authenticated. It is a rep. And there he is. Is that the Kyler? I can't read that. I thought that's Kyler. Kyler, he has been in there for so long. I couldn't remember which Kyler was in there. Nice hit. Great night. Boom. Flat black, Kyler Murray. All right, good night. You're welcome, Al. Yeah, Sadiq, we'll see you. Like I said, check Facebook. If my plans fall through, we'll be home tomorrow. So might do one for all you lonely guys. Be like Valentine's Day or something. All right, quick recap. We've got Bart Scott, Deion Sanders, Jamar Chase, Quentin Nelson, Isaac Bruce, Isaac and Quentin were camos, and the flat black Kyler. See you, Chris. You knew when to trade Harrison. Oh, yeah, he traded it once. I think he was going for the flat white Warner there for a while. I don't think it's come out yet. But flat black Kyler. Kind of hard to say that. All right, guys, a lot of great hits. I appreciate the fills. And hope to see you back on Sunday, if not tomorrow. All right, guys. Have a good evening. And Happy New Year.